So, a breakthrough already. Caceres. Pele. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well measured. Collar. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Flamengo are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Pele. Now, can they get him away? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Israel are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now he's off and running. Flamengo disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Israel with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Flamengo applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Now it's Pele. Now it's Sneijder. Sneijder cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Collar is flagged offside. Vardiol. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele is offering a wry smile there.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, this looks sharp. He's in a great position here. Sneijder. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The referee has just said play on. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely aimed pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Stood up well to him there. Pele proves just a little bit too strong. Brilliantly cut out. Vinicius Junior. Collar. Looking for the run. And he's in. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Flamengo got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count.
Foram indicados 2 minutos.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way. He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Israel would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
That gets things going for the second half.
Israel really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And it's Schneider, out to the right. He's the return pass. Vinicius Junior, and he's been shifted off it. Pele, here's on. It's Pele! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Serginho, Messi. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Collar. Chance here to counter. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckenbauer. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Good ball, good take. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Flamengo are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's really nicely played. And a shot! Oh, how good is he? sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Camisa 25.
Israel grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Opts for safety. Vardiol. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger wins the duel this time. He's in plenty of space here. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It's their second corner of the game. Schneider plays it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cannavaro. And he's forced to go back. Now Mbappe. And it's Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. He's in space and looking for options. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. Pelé. Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the finish! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Israel give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Out towards the flank. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. Played back in. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Rijkaard. And a chance! Goal! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Yamal being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Teremos uma substituição.
Israel give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Oh, that's fabulous. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Flamengo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, that was vital. Kola can be a real threat inside the box. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Threads one in. Look at the space here. He's got shot at goal. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Serginho. Israel do have a chance to counter here. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great... Israel are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Bebeto might just make this. Looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. Cross into the box. Oh, well played, well played. It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior. That is good strength. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you? Mbappe! That's a half-decent try. Schneider. Szoboszlai. Played out to the right. Well timed, excellent interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Schneider. Played out to the left flank.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
What a throw in. And here's Schneider. Israel so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Cross to the back post. Gets his head on it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Israel have the chance to go the other way. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And here's Vinicius Junior. Caceres wins the duel this time. Rudiger cuts it out. And it's Nakamura. He's in plenty of space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Antonio Silva. And it's Amadou Onana for Szoboszlai. Oh, it's Bebeto. He could be in here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Onana calmly anticipates. And this is Bebeto. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession. And the shot! Out to the left it goes. He's a sharp little ball here. Bebeto. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Israel really could have done without this. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer.
Once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And that is out of play. Beckenbauer. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Passing nice and neat. Szoboszlai. In with the challenge. Schneider. He's having a go! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, good spread. Applies the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. Onana gets over and intercepts.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rudiger. Not the most accurate pass. And the counter is on. Rudiger does well to get it back. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He has found the way through. Bebeto gets into a good position. And the flag has stayed down. And it's Mendy. Bebeto could try cutting inside here. Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to belt it away. Rudiger. Nakamura. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, yet another interception and
the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a throw-in. Sporting appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Decent chance! And yes, it's there!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
There's the shot! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after score.
Goes for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Caceres gets a foot in here. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cannavaro played out towards the right wing. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Pele. Out to the right. Crosses it in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Lovely pass, but can he shoot? Sporting! And they've got their lead back. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Sporting take the lead.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging.
He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that could have brought them level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
They've played it short. And here's Mbappe. And he shoots!
Israel really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Caceres with a definite foul there. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior.
This is the time you need that pace.
Israel can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's had a hit! And the lead stays intact, just.
Mbappe clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Mbappe. Pele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Israel really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Back into the middle.
4 added minutes
He's
have been
had a
indicated.
shot! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
4 extra minutes added on. Over to the left. Chooses to go back, and the shot! Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Pinged towards the front line. And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that had shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Israel claiming a corner and the referee concurs. Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schneider plays it short. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably...
Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely weighted ball. Gakpo, he is through here. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably, and he was quick to react. Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines, and now the breakaway. Drops, hits a shot, and it's in. That is remarkable, all square in a performance.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 17 minutes
So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe. And it's Rijkaard. Tries a shot! It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! And he's there to clear it. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Camavinga looks to the other side. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And Messi! Now it's Pele. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his... Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tottenham looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Well, it's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Pele! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Mbappe! And now a sudden chance to counter. That's good running with the ball. Flings in across. Oh, that was vital. Gakpo tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. And he's on... It's Dembele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gakpo. Schneider simply refused to be outdone there. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
2 added minutes has been
Well
indicated.
played. That has snuffed out the danger. Goes for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
It's a quick ball upfield. Rice. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Pele. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. What a grandstand finish, and how different the outcome might have been. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Can he finish? Goal! Israel! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tries to pass it through. Pele. And it's Sneijder. Distributed tidily. It's a promising position. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Has a look and place it forward. Messi. Now it's Pele. Applies the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. Van Dijk.
Israel are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, this looks sharp. Dembele!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Camavinga. Rice. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Sneijder. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gakpo. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vardiol. Rice. Can he get it through? He's looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Terrific header! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Dembele. Oh, that's well spotted. Rudiger charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vardiol. Tottenham have reclaimed it. Driving on and making good progress. Alexander-Arnold. Gakpo. Oh, it's a great ball here. Israel needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great vision. Tottenham can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Substitution.
And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for a runner.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Tottenham making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's a good run down the right. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is good strength.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution for Israel. Number 8, Schneider. Number 25, number 7, Pele. Number
Looking for the run.
18,
And this is Batistuta.
Number 9,
He's in it, David Villa.
Mbappe.
Decent
Coming
chance!
on the field. Number
Fernandes.
13, Bellingham. Number
The most accurate
22,
pass.
Batistuta. Number 14, David Villa. Number 10, Messi.
Now this could be a chance.
Vinicius Junior.
Mbappe.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Caicedo. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. He has found a way through. He's going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Fernandes. Now it's Gakpo. Now, can they get him away? And that is that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oyarzábal receives it in a good position here. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Well, that looks a decent ball. DiMarco is herring after that one. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here? Mbappe! Tchouaméni. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Valverde. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Beraldo. So it is still 0-0. Out to the left it goes. Can he get onto this? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lewandowski. Bullish header! And for a moment, time stood still. That has not gone well. And here's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Caceres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's DiMarco. He's picked his way through. Looking to play him in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's having a shot! He's scored! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
DiMarco. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Threads one in, he can run onto that. Big chance! Beraldo gets good distance on it. Beckenbauer. Good chance here! And we have our very first corner. Schneider with the short one. Chooses to go back. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Sapporo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Lewandowski. That is good strength. Aimed beyond the defence. So what can they make of this? He is through here. Shot a goal! Valverde is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Saliba. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Pele. Beckenbauer. And it's Snyder.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Pele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pele. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that should get the job done. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
To the field. Substitution.
And we're off again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Van Dijk is the team's great visionary. Israel come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Spread it left. DiMarco.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lewandowski. And smartly reclaimed. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pele. Pele puts his foot on the gas. Over to the left. Mbappe providing an out. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Zaire Emery plays it long. Mikel Oyarzabal for Valverde. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Across it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Lewandowski. So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Knocks it into space. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Crossed in early. And it's DiMarco. Beraldo makes the interception. Bellingham. And this is Pele.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Always onto this. This looks promising. He's got away. Batistuta's cross. And the volley. And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Coming on the field is number 10, Soboslai.
Israel have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Chouameni, just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception. Zaire Emery, played out towards the right wing. And it's Valverde. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Israel really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Back towards the middle, tries to pass it through. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played, well played. Zaire Emery shoots! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Saliba, Valverde, distributed tidily. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's found a way through. Now it's Pedri.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Pedri picks it up out wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Wriggles his way through, skims one in. Cannavaro deals with that. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Szoboszlai is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. That's the throw. Drives it in. He's there to hit it! Didn't quite get enough. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Israel against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
That pass has been well intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicked it back promptly. Now, can they get him away? Pele. And it's been played through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Rijkaard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Pele. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Serginho, he can run onto that.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any...
And the keeper's given it away. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Filippo Inzaghi. Cleared without hesitation. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that's off target.
Sneijder has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
McAllister, Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Beckham, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he plays one through. Face to face with the keeper. Chance, surely! Goal! Israel! The breakthrough strike! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
No, that's been intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho has it in a wide position. Best. Here's a shot. And the shot! In he goes again. And it's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, applies the finish! And somehow it stayed out. Kimmich. He's found a way through. Great chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, no joy this time. Schneider. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. McAllister. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Pelé! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're into the second 45. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And he's intervened well there. Kimmich. And it's McAllister.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Philippe shoots! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Beckham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Inzaghi takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fired deep towards the back post. Pele. Great vision. And the through ball. Howson calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? And he's lost his match. Shot a goal! He's delivered all right! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And now he has two. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. Oh, bang on target. Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's been taken short. That pass isn't the best. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Beckham with the short one. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Beckham goes short. That is lovely. Beckham. The ball's gone astray. Israel are looking to go forward now. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Best. Beckham. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Beraldo. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. He's looking wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, the ball's come loose. Best! Georgie Best! Amazing! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, talk about making the most of a momentary lapse in concentration. He was just that little bit quicker and smarter than everyone else around him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, super ball! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way.
He's had a shot! And the keeper can swallow it up.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Beckenbauer. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's delightful. And this is... It's Pele! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Substitution for Israel, number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Mbappe. Number 18, Mbeumo. Number 7,
Beckham.
Pele. Number
Neymar
25,
in acres of space out
on the
wide.
field. Number 13,
That's good play.
Number 19,
He's had it taken off him. Quality ball.
Number 15,
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Vinicius Junior. Number 20,
Ronaldo kept aware,
Didier Drogba.
and it is reclaimed easily. Drogba stood his ground strongly. And it's been shipped out wide. And here's Drogba. Kimmich running with the ball. Best. And he's managed to get free. And it's Beckham.
Added minutes has been
Messi,
indicated.
who does have an assist to his name.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bellingham. Serginho.
That's positional gold. The utilisation.
Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be...
Vinicius Junior! Kimmich. Pedri. That's going right the way across. And that will be the final act. Israel illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Schlotterbeck is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'd be interested to see if they'll be turning to him to build a play up from the back. He's a very good defender too, of course, but defensive abilities alone aren't always enough these days. This guy can play.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Pelé. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Neymar tries to play it through. It's come to nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Now it's Neymar. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Neymar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Serginho. Barella. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Xavi Alonso. And he was quick to react. And he cuts out the supply. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So it is still 0-0. Barella plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's got away. But this is from Mario. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso. Now it's from Mario. He's gone for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, some tackle that. And he can clear it away. Xavi Alonso is herring after that one. And he's just the keeper to beat! Shapes to shoot! Goal! Israel! The breakthrough strike! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Le numéro 7.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Barella. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Played back in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Romario finds himself offside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Barella. Serginho could try cutting inside here. And that is expertly dealt with. Pele. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cafu gets over and intercepts.
Israel really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Messi might just make this. No, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Cafu. And it's Stojkovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, good ball! Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Brilliantly cut out. It's a pretty loose pass. Stojkovic. And here's Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, there's your danger man. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Israel really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Israel, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. That gets things going for the second half. Israel carrying a one-goal lead. Stojkovic. Now it's Romario. That's a nice... And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Messi clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
He won't be happy with that one. Romario!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Nice interception, well timed. But this is Romario. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's a fine interception. Schlotterbeck getting this one clear. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Messi providing an outlet on that shot, surely! And he's only too happy to take that back. Rijkaard can get it clear. Israel are still that goal to the good. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a sharp pass. And this is Neymar. Schneider. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's worked it through. Applies the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Israel certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
In with the challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming, and it's been given away. That's really well cleared. And that's a throw-in. And it's Serginho. Looking for a runner. Pelé. Now it's Pelé. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Cafu shows great strength. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Schlotterbeck does really well to win the ball there. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Neymar. And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 20.
And we have our very first corner.
Neymar. Le numéro 27. Le numéro 14. Xabi Alonso. À leur place, le numéro 10. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 2.
And it's been taken short. Caceres wins the duel this time. Referee's given a throw.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 5. À sa place, le numéro 17.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Great vision. That's been slipped through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Mbappe. Well now, and one more try! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Schneider, and he's intervened well there. Oh, this looks sharp, and he's lost his man here. That's a little off target, and he's picked out the run. Schlotterbeck gets it clear. And he's managed to get rid. Just eases him off the ball. He has found the way through. Now that looks a decent ball.
Israel nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. A think we're just about done here. Rudiger cuts it out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Rijkaard.
Not the most accurate pass. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Changement en cours.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Knocks it into space. Schlotterbeck. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's gone backwards. He's shifting through the gears here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Schneider goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Kimmich with a definite fell there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's hoisted clear. Right card! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
White. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them.
And the shots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
White. It's a really well-measured ball. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a fine interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona goes to finish! Rodri.
Israel really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gabriel. Pelé. Shifted it to the flank. Pelé. And he welcomes. Shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go on better, possibly.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It should be the goalkeepers, and it is. That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Haaland. Messi in acres of space out wide. He came in hard, very hard. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Del Piero.
Oh, really well played.
And Del Piero! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's in Del Piero! And Messi! Oh, that wasn't far away. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Brilliantly cut out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Shot a goal! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Now it's Del Piero. And he was quick to react. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well measured. Looking for the run. Mbappe is onto this. And here's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. He's in it, and he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Threads one in. Well read, nice interception. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's a probing ball. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He has found the way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pings in across. Decent chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's in plenty of space here, and he cuts out the supply. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. And it's Del Piero. He's found a way through. Moved on forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gabriel calmly anticipates. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
Here's a chance! And that is wildly off target.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Tries to pass it through. And Del Piero!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, no joy this time. Aimed beyond the defence. Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, great chance for a shot! Oh, what a big... In for the pieces! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And now they can spring out of defence. Israel disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Just 5 minutes left. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. And this is Del Piero. He's found, tries a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's starting to look like a done deal. And there's the shot! And that has kept the keeper on his toes. Israel have their second corner now. Schneider with the short one. Chance to deliver. Gabriel with the clearance. Driving forward. Tries to play it through. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Israel against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball and he can pick a really telling pass too. That's vital if you're looking to play a patient possession-based game.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That has ended up in no man's land. Merino. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shot, surely! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Timber. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. He's having a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that pass... And he's decided to go for it. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
The ball has bounced loose now. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Inter clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
It's played through for him. And this is Pele. He might be in. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Israel are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Vermin. This is Dembele, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Back to within one. Interesting. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Sarr cuts out the pass. Mikel Merino has given away a free kick. Caceres. Schlotterbeck. Caceres. Stood up well to him there. That's good running with the ball. Played out to the right. Here comes the cross. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Caceres. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Schneider. No, that's been intercepted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for options for movement. He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Knocks it into space. No, it's come to nothing. And he thumps it clear. Oh, good steal. He just read it. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And we are back on the way.
Israel clearly have been the better side.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Dembele. Schneider. Now it's Pele. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's not just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? It's in he goes again. They've done it! They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a
chance for a shot! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Rijkaard.
Mbappe. Beckenbauer. That has not gone well. Pedri. That looks a cracking ball. It'll be a throw-in. And he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Marino clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, this looks sharp. Schneider. Now it's Pele. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Fermin calmly anticipates. That has been slung wide. Now there's a fine... He's having a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And that could come back to haunt them.
Pele is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Takes a shot! It's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Pulisic. Great defending, strong and determined. That has been cut short. Out to the right.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now, can they get him away? Goes looking wide. Short changes him with that pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's Dembele. Pedri.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Desperate defending required here. And now they can spring out of defence.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's in! And that has... An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And yes, it's him again. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that is that. Israel have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any... This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Against Manchester United.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Israel cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Applies the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected.
Goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And here's Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Israel have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's really nicely played. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Vardy. Pass is just off target. Israel are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Rooney! Rooney! Wayne Rooney! Only him! A finish right from the top draw! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Pele clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Roberto Carlos, ambitious ball here. Now it's Rooney. Neymar. Throw in. Best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Schneider. And here's Rooney. And this is Vardy. Looking for options for movement. Caceres did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it? Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to...
Rooney! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Rooney! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Nakamura really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Almost half an hour in now. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing straight chance! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And he cuts out the supply. That has not gone well. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Neymar. Nakamura.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but
Rooney! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
they've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rooney. And this is Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. No way through there. Decent chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Nakamura. And here's Vardy. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Israel didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Schneider. Beckenbauer. It's a good space. Tries a shot! Best, very much a man of this moment. Knocks it into space. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Schmeichel is there to clear. Best. And he's had it nicked away. Rijkaard. No, again there's no way through. Nakamura. And he's picked it up out wide. Nakamura. Caceres does well to get it back. Pele now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's found a way past. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gets into some space. Aims beyond the defence. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, super ball! And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get it through? Best. He is through here! Quality ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Has a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Van de Ven. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rooney. Looking for the run. Pele. Nakamura, who does have an assist to his name. Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Van de Ven. And it's Nakamura. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And this is Vardy. Caceres. That's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Now it's Pele. Oh, this is a shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Rooney. Oh, just skips past his man, and he's in on goal. Oh, whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Israel really could have done without this.
Substitution for Israel. Number
To
3,
increase the lead.
Franz Beckenbauer. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 18, Mbeumo. Number 8,
Wonderful save by Vitor
coming
Bayer.
on the field. Number 23, Kukcu. Number 4, Hazard. Number 10, Messi. Number 13, Bellingham. Substitutions taking place.
Out towards the flank. Showing great feet there. Lovely feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Hazard. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Distributed tidily. And it's Hazard. Israel looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will
Not
be
too
1
much to
minute
add on
at a
here,
time.
just a minute. And he plays one through. Vardy, Best. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.